I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Football can be a cruel game. Football can be a cruel game. Football can be a cruel game. Sorry. Yeah, football can be a cruel game. Spain won, Nigeria nil. That's the final score. Alexia Putellas with the goal. We're bottom of our group. Um, football can be a cruel game. But yeah, before I get into it, let me just welcome you guys to the post match show. This is Eagle Striker, the home of Nigerian football. Of course, I'm your host, Ayoti, and we're going to be talking about the game that we just watched, the Super Falcons of Nigeria going up against Spain in our second match of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. A tough one, a defeat for the Super Falcons. Positives to take out of it, negatives to take out of it as well. We'll get into it in a second. We'll get into it in a second. Um, you know, I don't want anybody to be overreactionary. I don't want anybody to start insulting people. I always find it funny with Nigerian fans before the game. Oh, they have no chance. They cannot win. They cannot win. If they now lose the game, you are still the ones that will come and be insulting and criticizing. Eh? Somebody said, I don't like the fact that you're always corny with your take. The girls are not impressive. If you're expecting me to come on here and start bashing players, that's not what I do. I'm going to analyze the game and I'm going to give you my honest opinion on the game. So if you want me to come and start saying, oh, they were terrible, they were this, I'm not going to do that because they were not terrible. We played against Spain, we played against the best country in the world in women's football. A lot of people were saying 3-0, 3-1, this one, that one. It was a close game, man. It was a close game. We had our moments. We didn't take our moments. It's the same pattern that has been repeating for us in our last three, international competitive games at the World Cup and then our two games of the Olympics. We have chances, we don't take them. So and then we concede, unfortunately, to a bad goal to concede. Unfortunately, a bad goal to concede. But yeah, let me get into it. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, we're going to be talking about the game that we just watched, Spain versus Nigeria in the Paris 2024 Olympics. I'll give you my thoughts just very quickly from the goalkeeper all the way to the forwards. And then, of course, we'll talk about things that happened in the game. Chama Kanadozie, you have to give her credit for the performance that she puts in. Without her, the game would have probably been over at halftime. Inadozie was making saves left and right. Was she at fault for the goal? Yes, she was. I love Chamaka, but she was at fault for the goal. So what can we say? She put in a good shift, but just that one moment of, I don't know if I would say, it was, I wouldn't even call it lack of concentration. Just one moment that she made the wrong decision. That's pretty much what it was. In that one moment, she made the wrong decision. She thought she could come out and claim that ball, and I don't think that's what Putellas was trying to do. I honestly don't think that's what Putellas was going for. It was just that she was trying to whip that ball in. She didn't play it too well. Inadozie thought it was going to be a cross. She tried to come out for it, and unfortunately, we went in. Oh, it went in rather. It went in. Chidima Okeke, I think Chidima Okeke was much improved from her first game against Brazil. She made some clearances. Her passes, though, her passing game is not really good. Maybe it's probably because she's playing on the left, and she's not a left footer because her passes are not really connecting. Sometimes she has open passes and she doesn't play them. She takes too much time on the ball. But I think overall her performance was much improved from what we saw against Brazil. Chidima Okeke. A lot of people were saying she shouldn't be in the lineup. Even when I did my own predicted lineup, I thought the coach would, replace her with Nicole Payne. But the coach stuck with her. Again, the coach is not going to judge a player based off of one bad game alone. And I thought she was much improved in this match. The centre back pairing of Dimei and Osnacho Hale, I thought they did a pretty decent job. Dimei wasn't, she didn't shine like the way she's shown against Brazil. But she didn't make any glaring errors. She was pressing, she was challenging the Spanish players whenever they got into the ball, didn't allow them to take any easy shots at goal. But she didn't stand out like the way she did against Brazil. Osnachi Ohale, on the other hand, showed her class, showed her experience. Very composed in defense, knows how to organize herself, knows how to organize the team. She made, of course, a fantastic block on the line. Again, another chance that Spain had. She made a fantastic block on the line to keep it goalless. I think it was still goalless at that time. So I'm going to give us Nacho Hali her credit. We always know what we're going to get from her. She's a quality player. She's been doing it for years for us. Kudos to us, Nacho Hali. Michelle Alozie, I also thought Michelle Alozie had a very decent game. She made multiple clearances, multiple tackles, multiple interceptions. Didn't offer too much going forward, but again, that's to be expected playing against a team like Spain. We're going to be on the back foot a lot of the time. Eventually, she had to go off after 72 minutes, which also made sense. You could see that she was fatigued. You could see that Spain started to attack more from that side of the field. So yeah, decent game for Michelle Alozie. In the midfield, Uchebe, I think Uchebe was fantastic today. She wasn't attacking as much as she attacked in the game against Brazil, but defensively she was solid, winning her duels, making blocks. She made 4 blocks in that game, Christy Uchebe. So she was making her presence felt, multiple tackles, multiple clearances, interceptions. I'll give kudos to Christy Uchebe. Deborah Biodun as well, puts in a good shift. Deborah Biodun, despite her being a young star, we kind of know what we're going to get from her whenever she plays for the Super Falcons. She also puts in a good shift, running left, right, center, trying to find the right moments to intercept passes, to make blocks, to make clearances. So I'll give Deborah Biodun credit as well. Tony Payne, in a different role than what she played initially, she created one chance in the game. She was challenging for duels in the middle of the park, but she wasn't exceptionally creative. We'll say that. But overall, I thought she had a decent game. I don't think any player was bad or terrible today. I thought Tony Payne had a decent game. Rashida Ajibade, largely, not as effective as she was in the first game against Brazil. I think obviously with the formation that we played 2 up front, so she was playing more of a midfield role than a winger role. So she wasn't really getting on the ball in the positions that she would have normally liked to, or that she got in the game against Brazil. But we still have to say she had 2 good opportunities to get a goal. The first one was in the first half when Oshuala played a fantastic ball over the top. She unfortunately was not able to get the ball under her control, and then the chance went away. I think she should have controlled that. I think she should have at least got a shot on, but after she miscontrolled the ball, she was trying to recover, and then the Spanish defender applied pressure on her. A little bit of a tug on the back, maybe not enough to give a foul. She just held her shirt for like a second, and unfortunately, Rashidat lost her footing, so a chance went begging. Another chance that Rashidat had, again, Oshuala did fantastic work, held the ball up, laid it off to Rashidat. Should she have scored that second one? I wouldn't say she should have scored, but I would say she should have got it on target. She should have got it on target. She should have hit, at least made the goalkeeper work, but unfortunately, she blasted it over the bar. Yeah, chance went begging. But yeah, and to the forwards, Esther Okoronkwo and Asato Shwala, I think they both had good games. Esther Okoronkwo, was running left, right, attacking or occupying all the space in the forward line. When she was on the field, she had a good shot that the goalkeeper saved. She also had a shot off target. I thought she did a decent job. And then Oshwala, impressive performance by Asisa Oshwala, a player that a lot of Nigerian fans, for whatever reason, have turned against. A lot of people just turned against her despite her legendary status and what she's done for us. But I like that in today's game, in my opinion, she showed herself. She showed the quality that she still has. She showed the intelligence, the experience that she still has. A lot of people focus on physical traits. Oh, she's not as fast as she used to be. But there's that intelligence, there's that experience. Bebatov said football is a very simple game for smart people. And Oshuala is a smart person. She's a smart player. Fantastic link-up play with her teammates today. She held the ball up when she needed to hold the ball up. She was challenging. She even committed a few fouls because of the duels that she was getting into. I personally was impressed with Oshuala today. After some time, the coach took her off. She had worked her tail off, so it made sense that the coach took her off. But I'm going to give her credit. She created 2 chances for us today, both for the 2 that I mentioned for Ajibade. And on another day, she could have got an assist or 2, and we would have been celebrating her. So again, for the people that doubt her, for the people that keep on saying all sorts of things about her, suck it. Like, Asisa Oshuala is Asisa Oshuala for a reason. Put some respect on her name. And then, yeah, substitutions in the game. Ifeoma Onumonu came on. She didn't do too much when she came on, but she also didn't do anything to criticize her for. Same with Nicole Payne, same with Uche Nakanu. Chinwedu Ehezuo came off the bench, had a half chance, a good opportunity, towards the end of the game. Ball over the top. Maybe her control was not as great as it could be, so it kind of took her to a tight angle, and then again she was under pressure. It wasn't very easy for her to score from that angle. If her first touch was better and she put it in the right position, maybe you would say she would have finished that. But again, unfortunately for us, we're not able to get a goal. So I think, excuse me for that. So I think overall, it's the same pattern that we've been seeing with the Super Falcons. We know how to play on the counter. When we get possession, we get into good opportunities. We always create 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 moments in each game. But so far, we haven't been able to take our moments. We haven't been able to be clinical in attack. And unfortunately, we are falling to another defeat. A cheap goal, a goal that we should not be conceding, a goal that a player of Chiamaka's quality should definitely not be conceding. I'm sure she's disappointed that she let that goal in. But if we had scored all those opportunities we had, hey, nobody will be criticizing Chiamaka, or nobody will be saying anything about Chiamaka. She kept us in the game for so long. She was amazing. So this is another one that we just have to take it to the chin, and we go again against Japan. Unfortunately, now we're the only team in our group that's still on 0 points. So we need to beat Japan by at least 2 goals. If we want to have a chance of qualifying, we need to beat Japan by at least 2 goals. It's not going to be easy. Is it impossible? No. Is it going to be easy? No. How likely is it that happens after the lack of goal scoring ability that we've shown in the game? That one I don't know. I don't know how likely it is that it happens, because we haven't really shown that we're able to score goals. But I hope and I pray that we're able to find a solution. I don't want this to be 3 games and out for us. I hope that we're able to find a way to beat Japan just 2-0, and yeah, let's see how it goes. And then overall take on the way the team played. Now, after talking about the individual players, overall take on the way the team played. Okay, actually, before I go into that, let me quickly look at the comments, because I can see the comments are flying and I'm going to miss a lot of them. Let me see. Mui King says Ajibade played on the right wing almost all through. She played on the right side. She didn't play right wing. She was playing right midfield, especially in the first half. And then she wasn't as advanced as she normally would be. That's what I was saying. But yeah, in the second half, she switched up a little bit, but especially in the first half, she was playing right mid, not right wing. Olatunji says, this is the best way to understand football. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Tyler Lapson says Oshola was our best player. Fido Fizi said she showed her class and quality. Let me see. Fumi Deb said, thanks, IoT. I love you for your Oshola comments. Abuban says, I can't knock the girls because they gave it their all. My question is, can we still qualify, or are we out? The answer to that question is we can still qualify. Like I said, we just need to beat Japan by at least 2 goals to finish third in our group. I think we would also be hoping that Spain beats Brazil, because Brazil are on 3 points, Japan are on 3 points. So we should just allow Spain to finish with 9 points, win the group. If they beat Brazil, Brazil will stay on 3 points. If we beat Japan, Japan will stay on 3 points. We would also have 3 points. Then it's now a matter of goal difference. That's why I said we need to win by at least 2 goals, because right now we have negative 2 goal difference. If we win by at least 2 goals, our goal difference will go up to 0. Japan's goal difference will go down rather. They lost their first game 2-1. They won their second game 2-1. So they're on 0. So if we win by at least 2, their goal difference will go down to -2. And then depending on how Spain beats Brazil, Brazil's goal difference too would also go down. So it's calculator time for us, but we can still qualify. Okay, let me see. Mui King says IoT Tony Payne was very poor. I didn't think she was very poor, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. Oka says we need a total revamp of our play. We can't be playing with 7 to 8 players at the back, no midfield, no attack. Again, when I see comments like that, it makes me chuckle a little bit, because I understand that you want us to go there and play with flair, go there and take the game to them. But it's football, man. It's football. Sometimes you have to be compact when you're playing against a team like this. Spain are better than us technically. If we try to go pass for pass, toe to toe with Spain, they will flog us. That's just the reality of it. I love our players, I love our team, I rate them, but we cannot go and say we want to play expansive football against this Spanish team. They will flog us. Even playing compact, look at how many chances they have. They will flog us. I just encourage people to be realistic sometimes. Criticize within reason. We cannot go there and play attacking. We had to be compact against Spain. That's just the reality. There is no team in the world except maybe the second, third best teams as well that will go there and play that expansive against Spain. They will beat you. They are that good. That's just the reality of it. You know, let me see. Let me see. Somebody says Tony Payne could hardly hold the ball. I mean, ah, yeah, she lost the ball a number of times, but yeah. Somebody said yes, FIFA ban on Canada already helped us. Canada has lost points. So if they lose again against France today or something, then Canada has already one less team to worry about. Okay, but let me see what people on YouTube and X are saying. Michael says Deborah Abiodun was fantastic. Real Case says the main problem is that the Falcons cannot score. It's a problem that has lingered for a while. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Unfortunately, we just cannot seem to find a goal, even though we are getting a few opportunities to score in every game. Oko Ifeanyi Chukwu says great game by these girls. Swings Media says give Agbabola her flowers. Yes. Toro Johnson says great job, Oshoala. She showed her experience. I think the game was a mess. Immediately she was substituted, however. We should have at least been more clinical at goal. Yeah. Jude says, I blame the coach for the loss. I don't think the coach got it wrong today. I don't think the coach got it wrong. Sometimes we need to calm down a little bit when we're blaming coaches. God Infinite says Super Falcons tried. Yes, they did. AB says we can beat Japan for sure, but only if we play to win. It's all about mentality. Osola was classic. Say our front and Onumono is a waste. We can do much with our strikers. I'm not going to say Onumono and Ihezu are a waste. No, again, yes, we want us to take every chance that we get, but Ihezu's chance was not easy, man. It was not easy. It wasn't that easy, So to call her a waste because she didn't score that, I disagree with it, or maybe me, I just look at football differently, but everybody has their opinion. Ben says the Falcons do not have any strong backs in terms of good finishes. It's not helping us in the competition. They played better at the last World Cup. Look at Zambia scoring goals. I'm not really pleased with our bad finishes. Yeah, Zambia is scoring goals, but again, if you compare us to other teams like that, what does that do for us? What does that do for you? If we play against Zambia, will Zambia beat us? We don't know that. They are scoring goals. They scored 5 goals, but they lost the game 6-5 after being ahead. I guess it's entertaining when you see your team score goals, but they lost 2, so what's the big deal? I don't see it. But yeah. Dinino says the players were decent today. Tactical set piece cost us and they were decent today. Yes. Joseph says some of us don't understand that that's the world champions. So yeah. Chideme says, I heard, see, you make me laugh. Calculator time. Our girls are getting better, but Spain were the better side. Yeah, it's calculator time. We have to be looking at how other people are performing, looking at we have to be praying for Spain to beat Brazil. But it is what it is. Isaac says the girls are playing well, but the tactics were not encouraging. What exactly about the tactic was not encouraging? Again, you want us to go and say we want to go toe to toe with Spain? Let's be realistic, guys. Let's be realistic. This is like Manchester City playing against Everton. Then you are saying, oh, why are Everton not attacking Man City like that? Come on now. You have to pick and take your chances. We unfortunately just did not take our chances. Everything that I spoke about in the pre-match show, balls over the top, quick in transition, be organized. Those are the things that we did. But unfortunately, we just did not take our chances. Goal scoring is the problem that we have. That's just our problem, goal scoring. For whatever reason, in the first game, people blamed the Ihezuo. In the second game, Ajibade also did not score. Demey missed a header in the first game as well. Ihezuo also had a half chance that she didn't score in today's game. So it's not one person's fault. It's not the coach's fault. We are just not scoring goals when we get the chances. I don't know if it's a mental block, maybe pressure because they are playing against tough teams, but we are just not scoring goals. Dinino says you people expect Nigeria to play with flair with Spain. Technically sound team. People expect Falcons to come out to them. We need to be realistic. I also think so. Yeah, Shola says IoT open up the game after consider. Ihezuo almost scored. Yeah, Ihezuo almost scored. Ola says Tony Payne did well. Some people don't know football at all. I mean, I'm not going to insult anybody's football knowledge, but I also think that she had a decent game. She wasn't bad. let me see. I think the Spain team respected her sister. The coach should have left her on the field. Yeah, the Spain team definitely respected her because they know what she has done. She has cooked them in training before. She has cooked them in matches. But yeah, I think she was fatigued, and that's why the coach took her off. She had worked extremely hard while she was on the field. So I think it was just a fatigue thing, and the coach eventually took her off. Let me see. Yeah, it was a bad goal for us to concede. I agree with that. Um Olumi says Omodi's tactic was the best. Unfortunately, the goal came in late, but the girls worked hard. Folo Asho says we're having the best chances. It has always been a problem of the team since the coach took over. Yeah, but again, I don't know. The coach cannot shoot for Rashidat. The coach cannot shoot for a Hezuo. So at the end of the day, I cannot put anything on the coach for us not scoring our chances. We had the chances, we just did not take them. And it's football, man. It's football. We need to fix that. But again, these are professional players. Coach is not going to be telling them, "Oh, open your leg and shoot. Do this one." The players just have to do better next time. That's just the reality of it. But yeah, so I said just overall, thoughts on the game. When I was here, like I said, fantastic, comfortable in possession, she commands her area. Like I always say, if you put ball into the box, Chiamaka is going to come and she's going to either claim that ball or she's going to punch the ball. And if your head happens to be in the way, she will punch your head with it. She does not care. We saw it in the game today. If you come and put head where she wants to claim the ball, she will punch your head with the ball. Fantastic goalkeeper. Again, shouldn't have considered that goal. But what can we say? I also think that a few, or maybe not even a few times, but a few too many times, we gave away possession cheaply. Sometimes it was Okeke, sometimes it was Abiodun, sometimes it was Okoronkwo, sometimes it was Ucheibe. We gave the ball away cheaply sometimes where we didn't have to. I just wish that sometimes we could have a little bit more composure, when we are in possession. And I think even giving the ball away is not always something that irks me. But when we give the ball away in the moments that there's literally no pressure on you and you just pass it away, that's a sign of just either like nerves, fear, that kind of thing. And that happened for me a few too many times in this game, just giving the ball cheaply. I thought the link up between Oshuala and Payne was good. So again, that's why when people are saying Tony Payne did not do well, I'm a bit confused because I thought the link up between Tony Payne and Oshuala was good. They were linking up well on that side. They were helping the team transition to take the ball towards the attack. Oshuala was playing quality passes. It just did not happen for us. The another thing I would say is we're playing, for me again, a few too many long balls from Chiamaka. And to Chiamaka's credit, a lot of these balls were actually going to the right direction. They were going, to the right players. But then you're asking that player to contest an aerial duel with the Spanish player. And then, of course, you're not always going to win it. And then you give possession away, they're going to come straight back at you. So I felt like, there were just maybe a few too many long balls from Chiamaka that maybe we could have tried to play it short a little bit and build something like we can. But yeah, that's just a thought. I already spoke about Abiodun Uchebe, fantastic. I think they worked hard, tackles, interceptions, clearances in that game. And yeah, Ohale, fantastic again, great block on the line. Okeke also made a fantastic block on the floor in the match. She redeemed herself from the past game. And then, yeah, unfortunate to concede that goal. We just dashed Putellas a goal that she did not deserve. After we controlled her for most of the game. Again, one moment of, maybe just lack of concentration or just, trying to anticipate what's going to happen before it happens. And then Chamaka made the wrong decision. And unfortunately, we lost the game to that goal. Yeah. Again, we're not out yet. We can still qualify. We just have to, hope for Spain to beat Brazil, and we have to beat Japan by at least 2 goals. We hope for Spain to beat Brazil, and we have to beat Japan by at least 2 goals. So when that happens, or if that happens, then we see what the decision is. If we draw or if we lose, then we are out. No two ways about it. So it is a must-win game against Japan. absolutely a must-win game against Japan. Okay, if you would like to call in, and share your thoughts on the game, I will post the link now on all the social media platforms. So you can call in if you would like to. So yeah, the link has been posted. If you would like to call in and join the show, now is your chance. And again, please, if you are watching on YouTube, just take a moment to like the video. We only have 15 likes, but we have over 160 people watching. So please just take a moment to like the video if you are watching on YouTube, and we appreciate you. If you don't want to like the video, leave a super chat. Choose one. But yes, please let YouTube know by liking. You let YouTube know that we're doing a great job. We're creating good content, and of course, it would help the channel to grow as well. But yes, please call in now if you would like to join the program. While I'm waiting for people to call in, let me just quickly look at comments. Let me see. Chimeze says Tony Payne is very good. Preppers away says we didn't even win one area ball at all. Mui King says we can't beat Japan by 2 goals margin realistically. Let me see. Because I always say Japan good. Only God knows how they had a comeback today against Brazil in just 1 minute. I watched the game. Brazil took their foot off the gas. It was one penalty and then one fantastic goal when the keeper was off her line. So Brazil kind of sold that game, Sha. Mr. Henry says the girls were playing without a coach. Huh? I don't know how people watch football sometimes, man. I don't know how people watch football sometimes. I honestly do not. I don't see how anybody is criticizing the coach today. He started his team up well. We lost to one error. We didn't take our chances, but somehow it's coach's fault. Nigerian fans, I don't know, you people insufferable sometimes. But I don't know why I still act surprised when these things happen. People talking about we missed this player, we missed that player. I always think there's no point harping on who was not there. Let's talk about who was there. Let's talk about what happened. Talking about who we missed. Oh, I wish this player was there. It does nothing, man. It does nothing. Okay. Thank you for people that are waiting to join. I'll bring you guys on shortly. Let me just see the other comments. Julius says, please stop. Don't blame the coach. He did well. Don't forget I play World Champions League with Barcelona players. We just don't have enough quality to play them. Kenneth says, I think we will go 0 of 3, but if we keep this team, we'll win WAFCON hands down. Tim Dokpe says, I think Nigeria gave them too much space. Too much space? How now? How? We played a compact game. I don't think I would say too much space. This GP is hard. We should have beaten Brazil if we played like them. The girl played well. Okay. Victor says, honestly, this group is tough. Too tough. Even USA wouldn't want to be in this group. Our girls have done well. We need to work on our attack for the next game. Yeah, I agree. We need to work on attack for the next game. Again, sorry. Funny comments. We are out. This team doesn't look like it to even score 1 goal in open play. How did a once free scoring Super Falcons team deteriorate to this with all the array of attacking talents? Once free scoring against who? Have we ever been free scoring on the world stage? Have we ever been? Somebody answer that question. Maybe I don't know because I'm young. Have we ever been free scoring on the world stage? If we play WAFCON tomorrow, we will score goals. Let's be realistic. If we play WAFCON tomorrow, we will score goals. But we're competing against the best of the best in the world. So, I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, who am I? Some people will say that I'm always defending the team, but I personally think that I just like to be realistic. But yeah, let me bring people on so that I can hear you guys' thoughts. Chris, welcome.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes. Where are you calling from?
London. So first thing first.
Wait. First things first. I see you wearing that ET merch.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to you. See, man, real guy. Show them that t-shirt. Let them know. Let them see the t-shirt properly. You can get your t-shirt from eaglestrackershop.com. Shout out to Chris for supporting, and I appreciate you. So yeah, what did you think of the game?
Let me just talk about the tactics first. I think the tactics was okay. I didn't mind the way we set up. It's expected how you're gonna play with a team. The way they pass the ball, the way they press is just we don't have the type of quality to try and counter against that. Like our defenders were nervous on the ball. Like when we got it in the back, our defenders were so nervous on the ball. Like it was tough for us, but they put their body on the line. Okeka wasn't comfortable on our left foot. Now, when we go to the midfielders, Chebe and Abiodun, they worked so hard for that match. But when they got the ball, they couldn't make the final pass. Sometimes when they were turning on the ball, they would lose it. They would lose it one or two times. So it's just difficult. But I really like the way that Abiodun plays. For someone that's playing in college, she doesn't look like it's out of place on the world stage, on the Olympic world stage. But when we go forward, Ajibade, two chances that I think that maybe the second shot should have been at least on target. The first shot, the first chance, she needs to do better. She'll at least try and get a shot off. But I don't know why she didn't try to complain, or so we can see. We didn't get to see a replay if she got pushed down or anything like
honestly, for me, that's the first thing that I thought. Like, she needs to stay on the ground, shout at the referee, at least let them go and look at it at VAR. Yeah, I don't think they would have given a penalty because it was the defender only held her for like 1 second. So they'll probably, and she was already kind of off balance, she didn't take it well. But at least, man, give the referee a decision to make. Maybe she's a Jesus girl, so she said, did not touch me. But I thought she should have at least complained. But go on.
Esther on the left wing, it was an interesting choice. She was good at holding the ball, but she's not really a dribbler or someone that's gonna be doing step overs and trying to beat the fullback down the line. So it was an interesting choice playing her on the wing. She tried to do one or two things. She didn't really have that much of effect, but I think we saw Asisat's quality today. The way that she held the ball, the way that she created two good chances, the way she was the only person that was really creating anything that could kind of give a final ball. And then Tony Peng in and out of the game. I think she should have been subbed for Echegini. Now this is where I want to tackle Wardrobe. How can you bring on Onumonu to play on the left wing? I remember they played one ball to her. It looked like she was running in slow motion when she was chasing after the ball. Like what sort of winger? Have you ever seen a winger that can't dribble, that can't run? It doesn't make any sense. I think this exposes his selection of taking 6 strikers to the Olympics. Like, let's be honest, it's 6 strikers. McLean hasn't seen 1 minute in this tournament. I don't think she's going to see a minute. It is exposed because even Gift Monday, I'd rather have her on the left wing or Baba Jide coming in the left wing. And we also saw that where was Kanu going to play when Uchebi came off? He didn't make this selection. I think I'll blame that on the coach, and his love for Onumonu is ununderstandable. If you're going to play her up front, because she's not a winger. I don't care what anyone says if she plays this or that. She's not a winger. I've never seen a winger that can't run in my life.
Okay, so what I will say is he didn't necessarily bring her to play as a winger because we were playing with 2 up front. So she replaced Okoronkwo. So she was more so the second striker, not.
But she was on the left wing.
But she was. I agree. She was operating from that side. But it's the same way. Even when Okoronkwo was on, she was the second striker, but she was drifting left sometimes. And I will say this. I'll have to let you go in a moment, but I will say this: Gift Monday, I like. Babajide, I like. But there is no evidence to say that they are the solution for this team or they can be the solution for this team. Gift Monday has not impressed for Nigeria, has not impressed for her club. It's not like Gift Monday is on form for her club and she hasn't got a chance with Nigeria. No, at club level, she didn't do anything this past season. For Nigeria, she hasn't done anything yet. I understand that people like her, but there is no evidence that shows that if she was there, she would make a difference. We've seen her play for us, and she hasn't been able to make a difference. Same thing with Babajide. Babajide was not as bad as Monday at club level this past season. But Babajide at club level this past season was average at best. She wasn't fantastic for her club. And for Nigeria, she's a new player in the team. She hasn't got that many games yet. But the few games that she has played, she hasn't left her mark yet. So that's the thing. So for me, I understand people saying, oh, more wingers. And I agree. At least one more winger could have been good. But I don't see how those players are an obvious solution, or there's any evidence to say that they would have made things better for us. My honest opinion. And even with Onumonu, I don't like Onumonu playing from the wing. If she's going to play at all, I think she should be playing up
Yeah, she
front.
has to play
You
up
know,
front. She can
yeah,
hold the ball a bit, but she can't run. But yeah, I think this is to be honest, if you were looking at play for player, I don't expect us to go and beat Brazil. You know, it's not a kind of a disappointing result. I think we should be looking at the AFCON, the WAFCON. We must win the WAFCON. Woodrum had something to prove at the WAFCON. Forget
at the next WAFCON, he absolutely has to win it.
he
There's
has
no
to
two
win
ways
it.
about it. He has to win the next
Or
one.
else, I think that should be the end. But the good things he's done is bringing in these American girls that we probably wouldn't have seen without him, and the rise of Abiodun. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, one more question before you go.
Yeah,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much confidence do you have that we can beat Japan?
0, 0 out of 10, 0
Wow.
out of 10, 0 out of 10. Woodrum doesn't know
Wow.
how to coach attacking football. He doesn't know how to coach attacking football.
But he didn't he coach attacking football against England?
Didn't have to coach attacking football against England. No,
He did.
it was
So
it was high pressing, but it was more
high pressing attacking
yeah,
football. Like I mean,
it wasn't.
we dominated against England. We
We didn't create
dominated.
that many chances. We did
We
not create that
did.
many
We
chances.
created at least 5 chances. Tony Payne alone had 5 chances created in that game. Tony
No,
Payne alone.
we
Yes.
did not have. I don't
Go
think we
back
had.
go back
Yeah,
and check.
for
Go
me,
back and check.
it was a high energy. It was a high energy. Like we were all over them, and it was more about the energy that the creating of chances.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Chris.
Thank
Nice
you.
to hear from
Right.
you. I'll let you go now. All right. Dr. Adesonya, welcome to the program.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, finally I'm here. You know, I'm here to roast you because of a pneumonia.
Okay, go on.
Your
Go
girlfriend, your girlfriend. I know you're just gonna, yeah, you've got a crush over. It's obvious that you are not gonna back out about protecting him. Okay, so um, it was a good match. It was a good match, and then I think the girls they in their level they did as much as they could do.
on.
A more tactical coach, a very highly tactical coach would have given them some different instruction about how to go and how to approach this game better to suit their level. So I think I want to highlight Abiodun. Abiodun was that girl is a baller. She can see, she can move. I like forward facing. Unlike others, she gets the ball, she turns around and look, she's got sharp eyes and looking around, finding the right person, to just pass the ball through. Ajibade today is just not a day. She just, flop up. Agbabola, the only thing I had with Agbabola Oshuala was that uh our ball control was really bad, at some point, ball control. But apart from the ball control, the run, the tackling, and then those very clinical passes, true passes that she was giving, it showed that yes, she's truly Agbabola and that she deserved. And I was so disappointed to see that the coach, was subbing her off. And when she was being subbed off, I said, oh yeah, now IoT will be very happy, at least to see, because it was the same time.
I don't understand why you think I like Onumonu that much. Onumonu, no, realistically, Onumonu is not even among my top 5 favorite Super Falcons player.
Oh,
So I
okay.
don't know why you think I like her that much. Like,
Oh, you defend just like you defend her the way Wardrum would defend her. You find
no.
every opportunity to defend her.
No. Okay,
Like the
so
last
I will say this. Sorry.
like the
See,
last
I'll
caller
say
just
this.
said. Okay.
Okay, go on. I'll say this. I defend her when I think the criticism isn't quite fair, or the level that people are taking it to isn't fair. If you say she had a bad game today or she wasn't great today, I agree with you. But
Even
when you
the
start,
even the
no,
even the previous game,
no, no,
she
no.
could not run. She
No,
could
no. See,
not run. I
I
mean,
agree. But when people start saying things like, "Oh, how did she make the team? This other player should have been there," that's when I disagree. Do you understand what I'm
so
saying? So,
but that question is very objective because we have a lot of players out there. And so when we have that question, the question I was even going to ask is why is Kanu not even playing?
see, okay, Uchenna Kanu, for example, Kanu is a fine player,
She's
but
mhm.
I think she's good when she plays as a striker. Is she better than Asisa Toshuala? No, she's not. Is she better than Esther Okoronkwo? You can argue, but Okoronkwo brings other qualities on the ball that Kanu does not have. Kanu cannot play with the ball to her feet. We saw it at the World Cup. We saw it in the game against Brazil. When she
But
has to,
but
when she has,
she got very good run. One of the quality of Kano is the way I run. She tried to space to free us ourselves, especially in open play. And then she got that very good run to cut in between, which some of these, and I mean, I just don't want to dwell on Umono because I don't know why. I just felt like it's just a mismatch. I mean, use any other person, whatever she want to play. Use any other person, even in attack. She cannot be in attack, and then you see a coach, continue to defend that. It's very absurd. But I mean, for me, I think it was then one other thing that that continually baffled me was that the way they allowed them to pass, to take the ball to them. They were just soaking in the pressure. I knew that, yep, you can't do this 90 minutes. You're going to get a goal for sure. I was expecting a goal to come in. When they got the first goal that was cancelled, well, I felt, okay, lucky Super Eagle. Another one is coming for sure because they just kept, soaking it in, allowing them. They're not moving in. They're giving them too much space, too much. It feels like respect, but the way they also play, I feel they don't really respect the Spanish girls. But I don't know what they are being told that whatever the Spanish girls have the ball, just keep withdrawing. And they have the other thing is that back line, that maybe one of the things they should have known is how to keep them on the offside. So when they pass the ball, so that would have frustrated them because when they do that tiki taka and then you move high, but they do that high line behind.
wait, sorry. See, let me ask you.
Yeah,
Honestly speaking, I understand what you're saying, but do you think that the Super Falcons can effectively play with an offside trap?
that that that.
Somebody will be
But it's
lagging.
about
Somebody
but
will be
it's about the
lagging.
tactic.
Somebody
It's about
no,
tactics and discipline. It's
but
about
it's all
tactics and discipline.
but the players also have to be able to execute it. We saw the goal that we conceded against Brazil. Everybody stepped up. One player was lagging behind. That's
Yeah,
how Brazil scored the goal. If we try to play offside trap against Spain, then we cut the offside trap like knife to butter. I'm telling you.
that's it.
See,
That's it.
at the end of the day, I understand how people want us to play, but against a team like this, they are technically better. They are more organized. They have better
Yeah,
coaching. They have better preparation, better everything. The only thing that we
yeah.
can really use to compete against Spain is organization and
And
determination.
and
That's
and
the
then
truth.
why? Mhm,
Sorry, and I'll say this also. Look at it again. Football is just a game of moments at the end of the day. Because with the
mhm.
way we were soaking the opportunities, had Ajibade scored that chance and we won this game 1-0, it would have been tactical masterclass. It would have been
Yeah,
wow, the coach
yeah,
got it
yeah,
right. But
yeah.
unfortunately, she didn't score the chance. We concede a goal that we have no business conceding.
Mhm,
Chiamaka, 9 times out of 10, Chiamaka would make the right decision there. This is the one time
mhm.
that she made the wrong decision. All of a
Yeah,
sudden, we want to blame the coach. It's
but but
hindsight is 2020.
you're not also gonna blame the goalkeeper because she saved that goal that she saved. The other goal that she saved, I think, was it in the first half.
The one that
That
she palmed away, it was
oh
amazing. But
that I
see,
thought that ball was going in already. For the
and
fact that she saved that ball, I am okay with whatever error she made afterwards. This girl, no, the pressure was just too much. She got all the pressure, and then I knew that a mistake. And that is the issue with football. When you keep having pressure, allowing pressure, an error is bound to happen. It's inevitable. So they allowed that error, to slip in because they were soaking that pressure. They were not pushing it, and there was no way. So this is the aspect that I blame Oshuala and the likes. Now, If you have been practicing, you know how your keeper will shoot, how far a ball will go. Why not go deeper? They will stay in the middle and the keeper will shoot the ball and it will go over them. And then you can't see a ball is not just disappearing to your back. You saw the ball coming, you run in. I mean, I wonder how they think about football by just being they want the ball to come drop in front of them for them to play.
Mm.
You run to the ball, and that's another disappointing thing that you just look at it at this, are they supposed, someone I saw someone some a comment maybe Facebook, and someone was saying that maybe they should just lose and go back to Nigeria to join the proposed protest on Thursday and everything,
Mm.
but in all fairness, they did well. They held, they I mean, it was looking a little bit promising that they could pull something, at least a draw, maybe
Mm.
score one. But we flopped the chances, and then we are paying dearly for it.
See, and that's the thing, football again. Football can be a cruel game because normally, who is one of the most reliable Super Falcons? Rashidat, but she's the one
Yeah,
that missed. She's the one that missed the chance today.
yeah,
Who is
yeah,
another very reliable player? Chiamaka, but she's the one that made the error today. So
yeah.
sometimes things can just
But
happen.
why can't Oshoala play full time today?
I mean, maybe the coach felt like she was tired. I don't know. Like, honestly, because I mean, I was happy when I saw Oshwala because, again, after the first match, I came on live and I said, hey, why didn't he play her at all?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
was happy that I saw her play. She was playing very well. I don't know if the coach just felt like she
I
was
mean,
too
taking her
tired. I
off
don't
to me,
know.
I was just like, is the coach trying to sell us off, sell us out? Like,
I don't know.
what? Why all of this? I mean, I really don't. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
But
just,
I have to let you go now just so that we can bring other people on. But
yeah, but
always
congratulations,
always nice to hear
you're
from you.
winning our hearts. So congratulations. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's US. So when you come to the US to carry then we will support you. We'll support you here. You
All
have
right.
your in-laws here to support you for this. So congratulations in advance.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's Dr. Adesoya. He's on my case, but I appreciate you calling in. Let me quickly take comments very quickly, and then I'll bring you on, Alex. Stop. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Let me see. Daniel on YouTube is saying Nigeria is currently the best defensive team in the world, followed by Japan, Sweden, and Germany. I can argue that Wardrum gave us a pattern. Larry Victor says the ladies tried, to be honest. Kingsley says the girls tried. It's just that Spain are much stronger than them. That's all. Ola says the game was fantastic. It's the Brazil game we messed up. Daniel says four strikers took their chance. We would not blame the coach. A defensive game is the hardest to play because it makes you look weak and limit your chances. But you need a top informed nine like Drogba or Banda. I mean, um, okay. MySpace player said the errors came because of certain pressure. We gave away an unnecessary free kick and then goalie loses concentration. All the consequence of defending for 90 minutes. Again, if you want or expect Super Falcons to go and play expansive against Spain, you are only setting them up for failure. When they lose the game, you are the same person or you are the same people that will come on this live and criticize them and say why are they conceding 3 goals against Spain? I understand what people are saying, but again, I don't know. Jermaine says, or Jerman says, Ajibade has regressed since her captaincy. Sometimes I think Nigerian fans, some Nigerian fans, I don't know what football you watch. I don't know how you watch the game, but this is as wrong as you can speak about Ajibade. Even if you want to say she had a bad game today, I'll allow it. But she has literally been leading us in almost all our past how many games since she became the captain. At the World Cup, she was influential. In our qualifying for this tournament, she was influential. She scored the goal that even put us to the Olympics. I don't know. I don't know how some people watch football. But again, I respect everybody's opinion. Maybe some I don't really respect that much, but you're entitled to your opinion regardless. Yeah, Kingsley says Oshola was a bit tired. At that point, we needed a fresh forward. Kenny Daniel here says Nigeria will still qualify. I like that. Keeping the faith. I like that. Um, Let me see. Femi Mike says, I think Randy is good. Super Falcons lost against Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast should come now. um, Victor says, you speak well. For your sake, Nigeria will make it out of the group. I pray, I pray. I would be absolutely delighted if we're able to make it out of the group. Okay. Some other comments on Instagram. Not easy playing against a good team. You can't play expansive football when you can't be clinical. Someone says no one should speak bad on Rashida. She's the best ever. Okay, let me bring on the next guest, Alex. Stop. You've been waiting for a while. Thank you for joining.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes,
It's
I'm good.
good.
How are you? Thank. Yeah,
Good, good, good. Thank you for allowing me to come back in my second time.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
But what I wanted to point out is if you, I don't know if you watch the NFL, like the American football. One of the things that happen if your defense keeps staying on, at some point they will get tired. So you have to attack. I understand we cannot, like you said, I agree with everybody. You cannot match toe to toe with Spain. You play to your strength, like Morocco did in the World Cup. They weren't the best team, but they play according to their strength. They defend, and they attack. We don't have, I guess, I don't know, the personnel to do that, maybe. The previous callers mentioned about Oshola not able to ball control. I see that all the time. I think she have terrible ball control. Iezu, I don't even know. She can't even control ball. Then on the man, which they say is
Okay.
your girlfriend.
Please,
she, yeah.
people should not be saying this. But see,
No, I'm just kidding.
I want to ask you a
Yeah,
question here.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you talk
yeah,
about Oshuala's ball control, and I'm not trying to defend her ball control,
yeah,
but if you watch women's football,
yeah.
90% of them don't control the ball well.
True. It's not 90%. I won't agree 90%. Oshola is a star player. I mean,
She
she's been
is.
playing for a while.
She is. I agree.
So yeah, she's a star player. It's not like I won't say she's who would I say the team? Alozie. Alozie is not that
But
great. She can
but
defend. She's not. She
but
can't control the ball.
Oshuala's star was not because of how technical she was. It was
Yeah,
because
it's
of
scoring
how
goals.
it was quick and finishing. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
she
yeah.
has
But at
never she
least
has
as a striker, though, I'll tell you the two people that I know that I really impress. Abiona, of course, she's very like, I mean, for her age, holding the ball, looking up. I mean, she makes some one or two passes that is not like she holds the ball maybe too much, but she's very Esther. I think she's a great player. This wasn't the game maybe for her, but I think she can hold the ball, she can dribble. Just like you said, Kanu, I don't understand. I mean, playing a wing. I think playing number 9 for Kanu, maybe she can make the runs. It would be better for her instead of playing for the wing. The changes with Onuman, I don't understand it anyway, but she played. Maybe the coach sees something we don't see. Me, I don't blame coaches because we're not there when they train. I play soccer. Some people just come and comment. When you're on the field, it's a different game. Like Ajibade, people will complain, oh, she fell, she was tired. Look, it happens. Ezu, that ball, I think she would have scored. But again, it's soccer. If you don't take your chances, you won't score. I mean, Spain played the pressures. I know the goal was going to come. Nigeria, I think they played a good game. The substitution might not be great. The coach probably told them defense, attack, defense, counter. We don't have the strength. Ajibade have a good game, not too great because for somebody like her, I think most of the time when we're in front of goal, we're too quick. We're too quick to shoot. We want to shoot. Ajibade did that a couple of times. Sometimes you can just hold the ball. If you're in the 18-yard box, hold the ball. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, look at Zambia today. Even though they lost, I mean, they were going for. I mean, they only have one player that was scoring the goal, but
I mean
but they were going
I
forward.
I wouldn't even take Zambia as a comparison because for me,
Oh no, no, no,
you score
no,
5 goals, you go 3 goals
no,
up,
no!
you
They
score
were they were
29.
terrible. I mean, if you score
There's
4 goals, 5 goals, 5-2, and Australia came back and beat you, I
to
mean,
beat
that's
you.
terrible. That's terrible. But I think the girls played well. I just felt like we didn't take our chances, and of course, we cannot go toe to toe with Spain. I understand what the coach was trying to do: defend and counter, and it worked. It worked. But when you have your chances, you have to take it. That's the only problem I see. We just need that finisher that can shoot like Barbara Banter. She can shoot anywhere. It doesn't matter. Just shoot.
Barbara Banda is the best striker in women's football right now.
Right now, of course, no striker can go toe to toe. I mean, she's quick. She
Yeah,
can shoot. I mean, she's scoring goals. And I
yeah.
think that if we had taken our chances, at least the Ajibade one and on the last goal is it would have been a different game. But I think the coach tactics work. It's just that we didn't take our chances. So I don't blame them. People calling names like you said, somebody saying Ajibade should lose the captaincy, whatever. No, she's a great player. The only thing I saw when she was kind of playing, helping the number two, Alozie, she was giving too much space. She's not getting close. If you look at Spain, if Esther Holborn is like two, three people, if Ajibade Oshola Holborn is two, three people, but we don't do that. We give them too much space. And of course, the free kick, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary how they scored that goal. That free kick, the ball is going away from your goal. Why go push the player? And you made a point. That Ajibade ball that she missed, if she would have stayed on the ground and raised her hand and make some noise, blah, 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 maybe the referee would have just, okay, let me go look at it. But like you said, she's Jesus Christ girl. She don't want to argue. She's just like, hey, do not touch me. Make I just move on. But it was a good game. I understand what the coach was trying to do. And maybe Japan had a good game today. They didn't give up. They played all the way to the end. Maybe it might bring McLean on that game. Maybe give her a chance to see what she can do. But I think it was a good game. And again, thank you, man, for allowing me to come in.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice
All
to
right.
hear from you. All right. That was Alex Top with his submission. Thank you for coming. Nice to hear from you. Lots of comments, but there's also lots of people waiting. So I'll just bring somebody else on so that we're not here for forever. Let me bring my Speedlight.
Yeah,
Welcome,
I
welcome.
I didn't know I'm next, though, honestly. I just thought I still
No,
did.
you
So
jump the queue, but I'm sure people understand. but,
okay, yes,
but yeah,
yeah.
let me. What do you think of today's game?
For me, I think we're just unfortunate. Everything worked out well, but if we are scored in that early chance, maybe the team would have changed. But I won't just point anybody now and blame that
Mm,
any particular coach or player. I think the girls carried out the tactics very well, and
mm,
unfortunately, just little details we lost the game. Though I know that we're talking about this thing before. That why of that goal now, Chiamaka saved nearly everything. Now the one that beat her was quite unfortunate. That is football for you. The free kick we considered was we had no business consider free kick, and the commentators also said that we might regret giving out this free kick. So
mm,
it happens like that. So and people have been talking about the miss by Yezu. I think that the miss by Yezu, if you are a left footer, I think the touch she took before she should have buried that one, honestly.
mm,
Because if you're a right footer, that'll be easy for you to find the far post. But if you're a left footer, it's most difficult. You have to do like in swinger or
mm,
so. For me, I think that she have given herself a better chance if she kicked that ball early, and that would have been the goal for us. So
mm,
for me, I won't come and blame anybody. I won't, I think the guys did well. I think that we're still in it. I think that we need to beat Japan to have a chance of qualifying. We need to beat Japan and pray that we need to beat Japan. I also pray that Spain beat Brazil. That's which can actually what happen.
yeah.
Because
The
they can.
only the only thing is that Spain might maybe rest some of their best players just because they know that they are going through. So they might
Yes,
rest some players. But I still think like even if they sub some of their players, they still have a good enough team to be able to beat Brazil.
brother. Yes, yes. I think if we need to beat Brazil like 2 or 3 goals.
They
So
need
that's
to
at
beat
least
Brazil like 2 or 3. We
two,
also
two,
need to beat
two.
Japan like at least two.
At least even if it's one, because in the first group, I don't think there's going to be third best placed team there because I think Canada is currently losing now. They are -3
They are
already.
losing, yeah, against France.
So even if they win their last game, maybe probably against Colombia, they're going to be on 0.
0.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
And if they actually if they also the what's it called? I think that in Group B they're going to be best top placed team, maybe probably Australia.
yeah.
And I think the top place team is going to be either our group or group B. So we need to
Group B.
fight to be third. I know that
Yeah.
it won't be easy against Japan too, but I think we had a better chance of beating Japan than the two we lost.
Mm. And I
Yes.
mean, maybe we could have had a better chance against Brazil than Japan. But let's see. I think Japan is a beatable team. We just have
Mm-hmm.
to. We know at the end of the day, see, we have to take our chances
Yeah.
because this is just our problem. we play well against these teams. We get our tactics right, and we just don't score. Last game, people like I said, and it's not one player, and that's the sad part about it. It's not like, oh, one player just keeps missing. Last game, everybody was praising Ajibade. Ajibade did not take her chance today. So it can happen to anybody, you know, at the end of the day. But I still want to believe, man. I really still want to believe. Okay, Smilai, let me bring on Adedoton because he said I'm doing Ojoro. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. All this. So in kitchen cabinet, so people are more important in kitchen cabinet more than other people. Abi. see, I already spoke my mind. I actually highlighted it. But one thing that people do not know, that ball that Adisa dropped back for Ajibade, if Adisa has given to the pay that ball, maybe I guess might have scored. Because I do not see any reason why Adisa should hold on to that ball for long. When they mark that, now done for ball for Ajibade. That was the second shot. That was the ball Ajibade missed. You know, the one she tipped over. Because if you see, Tony Payne had already made that run. I expected Adisa just to lay that ball for Tony Payne, just like Moses did for Ademola Lookman.
Yes.
See, these little things, they matter a lot. They matter a lot in football. But all things being equal, that we had the world champion till almost 90 minutes. I think kudos to the girls. And now, you know, Nigerians, everybody is a footballer and everybody is a coach. That's why they cannot make Super Eagles or be the coach of Super Eagles. See, IoT, there are some comments you're not supposed to be responding to. When somebody say, Rashad should lose the captain's armband. No, those ones don't ignore that comment. See, today, the girls played better than when they played against Brazil. Now, look at Chidima Okeke. At the start of the match, she was jittery. But as she entered the game, no coach will want to pull out a player that is playing well. But you understand that this we are not on the field. They know what they are seeing. Elsa Koroko, you know, I think she had a knock. Even when they moved her, you see when they're cheating her. And Assistant already gassed out. Today, Christy struggled. She did well, but we also that this is not the Christy we used to know. But the coach did not make any mistake removing her. But if he also had scored that last ball, everybody will say, Randy is better than Mourinho. But we should learn to see when the teams play you, we should appreciate them. This girl, I would say today they give me joy. Even though we lost the match, I will still give them. Play against somebody said, oh, they are trying to suck out the pressure. See, even the Spanish male team, there's what you can do, you can't hold them. They will press you die. They play this just like they are men. So what do we want these guys to do? These guys, they did well. And mind you, that first chance, Ajibade tripped. She tripped. I'm sure she would have scored that goal, but she tripped.
You know,
but to this girl.
You know, that Ajibade, that run, honestly, it's not the main reason why she missed that ball is because the ball was on her left side. And she was trying to, obviously, she was in a hurry, so she was trying to run, and she tried to use her left foot to bring the ball in front of her. But then she missed the ball a little bit. So that's kind of what forced her to slow down. And then the Spanish player applied the pressure. Again, some people are arguing with me, but go and watch the replay. The Spanish player also just pulled her a little bit and nudged her. Maybe it's not enough to give a penalty, but you know, she applied pressure on Ajibade, and ultimately, you know, the chance went begging. But
see,
it's one of those things.
That free kick, I wasn't expecting the referee to put that free kick. That I tell what to me, that was shoulder. Though the free kick was not necessary, but can I blame? I blamed Chiamaka for coming out.
No.
But sorry, like, but like last caller said, that save alone, that save has covered even all the mistakes she will still make in her career. That singular save has covered everything. All the mistakes she will still make in her career, that singular save has covered everything. Even it's very difficult in male football for you to that kind of save. So I credit the girls, both those that started and those that came in. They all did their paper and now blaming Onumonu. Onumonu, she came in to do what she was asked to do. She was marking, she was helping Okeke. Chima Okeke. She was helping her. These girls tried, but like I said, like last match, but their best wasn't good enough. But kudos to them. This is a team we can build on. When the likes of ourselves and co when they are going out, see when they are fizzling out, we know we have a team. Randy has done us a favor. Are your team, but you said he must win the next WAFCON. You know the country you come from, oh. The Randy being the coach, a lot of people in that glass house, they are not happy with it, oh. So this is an avenue for them to sack him if you don't go to the next round. But I'll just say I wish they can retain the man because this man is giving our football an identity. That is giving our football identity, which I think we can back on. So
Can I just make one
kudos to the
comment?
girl.
Yeah, go on, Smith.
Okay, yeah. So I just want to make one comment on. I give her this penalty shout. I think at that moment, if the referee blew a penalty, I think it's gonna be a red card at that point because it's gonna be a red card. So the referee will think about it twice. I think that's the reason why he didn't call her to VAR because it's gonna be what a red card. If it's like a foul in the box, that's
Yes.
with it's not just a yellow card, they will call her to come and check. So I think it's gonna be what and that touch might not see it's not but a touch is a touch. You don't know, maybe it might not be enough to send that to the ground, but I think that red card is the reason why VAR did not call that to come and show what.
But I mean, I would say if you are the referee in that situation, it's better to give it and then go, and then if it's not a foul, you can rescind it than to not give it. Or even if she did not give it, VAR should at least tell her to come and check it. But for everybody to just act like nothing happened there, I don't think that's efficient use of VAR. The whole point is at the end of the day to land at the best decision. And maybe, we're not always privy to what's going on. Maybe the VAR looked at it and said, nah, no big deal, play on. It's possible, but it would have been nice for them to just call her to the screen to come and check it out, because it was similar to what happened in the, if you watch the Japan game this morning, Japan player was a handball and they had kept on playing, and then they eventually called the referee after like a minute or so. That way, something happened. Come and look at it. She looked at it. She said, "Oh, it touched the player's hand. It was handball," and Japan got the penalty, and then they eventually were able to win the game. But yeah, Mr. Adilotun, I'll let you go now.
I don't see valid, but that Japan's penalty against Brazil, that was clear enough. This Ajibade's own, I'm telling you, even if VAR and court referee, she will not have given a penalty.
I mean, I don't want to debate that Japan penalty, but I think some referees will not give it. Yeah, because the player's hand was on the floor. And the ball touched her. So some referees will not give it to. Even Smith is saying he didn't think it was a penalty.
I don't think it was a penalty.
It wasn't that.
How do you want that to fall there?
Yeah. The only thing that I thought was that it looked as if she moved her hand towards the ball a little bit. That's why I said penalty. But some referees will not give it because her hand was on the floor and they kick the ball to her hand when she's on the ground. But yeah, Mr. Dotto, thank you very much. Let me bring on Sid. He has been waiting for a while now, so let me just hear from him. All right. Welcome.
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. IoT and Smith Lai. Good to have you. Yeah, good game. I think the girls did well. I don't know why people are complaining. These are the best teams in their continent, all right? The European champions or world champions, the South American superpowers, the African superpower. It's a tough group. From the get-go, I said it. This group is the group of death. The teams are almost evenly matched, but the Spanish team is way ahead. Their football is very clear. They play the football on the ground. So the girls played a perfect formation. Soak up pressure, play on the counter attack, take your chances. The question is, they did not take their chances. And if you look at the chances, if you have played football, chances, it depends. It's not everybody that is very clinical in so, because when you have been soaking pressure a lot and suddenly you spring forward and get your chance, it's not every striker that has the level of composure to put the ball. The only person that had that composure in the attack of the Nigerian team was Oshola. Like the ball she pulled back for this girl to play, Ajibade to play. That's an intelligent football. The whole defense moved. And if Ajibade had played that ball just on the grass, it's a goal. So it's just little things. And I think Wardrum tactics, I can't blame him for anything in that tactics. Spot on. Changes spot on. People are complaining about your current girlfriend. I don't know how that happened, but Onumonu is not a winger, but Wardrum put her there because he needed somebody to assist to KK to block that channel. At least you have a body in that channel, because he knew that, look, we are going to have to soak pressure. So I think that was very important. My thing about the team was, I expected that Payne and Abiodun will be more telepathic in their movements, because anytime Abiodun had the ball, she was the only person that could hold the ball, control it, ease the pressure, but she needed to quickly push that ball to Payne so that she can, connect what is happening upward. That did not happen oftentimes. And then the goal came out of Demehi's mistake. There's no need for that. The ball was going out, just guide the ball out. And as soon as that happened, I just said it's a goal, because I knew that two things will happen. They either pull that ball in for Parabola, I think Parabella, or whatever they call her name,
Paraluelo.
Paranuelo, because she was really trying to, nick in something, or they will create something diagonal. And they have been observing that every time they play free kick, and this is what the top teams do. Every time you play a free kick, every time you are playing, because they have been playing different free kicks, corner kicks, and all that, they have observed Chiamaka's positioning. They have observed it. Because if you look at two or three free kicks that happen they have observed the way her positioning is. So let's take a chance. Let's put it over the other side and
You
see
think
that.
that you think that was intentional?
Yeah. It was intentional. That's
Hmm.
see
Maybe
this,
I have
this
to watch it
Spanish
again.
this Spanish team, that girl had not had a chance throughout the game.
Hmm.
You get me? Aitona, what's her name? Aitona,
Bon
the
Mati.
best player.
Bomati, yeah.
Bomati was the person playing the intricacies, but Bomati was not finding that final ball. Aitana had one chance in the first half, end of the first half. That created not Aitana, the girl that scored the goal, Putellas. When
Putellas,
she had that final chance in the first half, Chiamaka produced a world-class save, the best save so far in this competition. So they knew that we have to look at the loophole of this goalkeeper and find a chance. And that's what big teams do. And I think I must give the girls kudos to hold this team for 1-0. And it could have been 1-1. So I don't have anything to do. Like I said last time when I came, girls, go out, play to your instruction, and hold the game. A lot of people are saying, oh, we need to be attacking. No, you can't attack against this team. If we open up against the Spanish team, it's 4-0 straight up. It's not, there's no argument about it. If we open up, they will expose us badly, because they are intricate passers of the ball. The Spanish team, look at the last Euro. What happened? The typical English team that have good players, they have to soak up pressure. When they ramped up pressure, once the Spanish team ramps up pressure, it's a problem. They are the best team in the world. That's what you have to agree with. They're the best team in the world. So I think against Japan, they just go out there. It's going to be tough against the Japanese. The Japanese play like the Spanish team. They will come out to play. All right. So I think Wardrum should change his tactics a bit, in terms of his personnel. I wouldn't have preferred the Onomonu girl. I don't think she's she's being placed at the best position. Now, is she the best striker we have in case we want help or Oshoala? Her football is different. Her football will need a lot of wingers, a lot of wing play. For Onomono to shine, she will need a lot of that wing play. I don't think we have it at the moment. And what else? Nigerians should also realize that we want our girls to win all the time. Yes, because we are Nigerians and all that. But we have to come to the reality. Like I said last time, you don't have the best players in all the league. Our top best players, Oshola and Ajibade, those are our top players. And the truth is that that's that's what we have. So if we don't have top players more than that, we do not expect to now defeat a team that Barcelona, the Real Madrids, the top teams, the Chelseas, and all that. So that's my take on the team. I think kudos to them. I don't think they'll qualify from the group. It's too tough. I'm a realist. I'm very realistic in my prediction. They will do well. They will show themselves, but they will not win the group. They will not win it. That's just the truth.
We will not win. I mean, I don't think anybody.
I mean, they will not win any match. They will not win any match.
Okay, so you
They will
don't
not
think
win
we can,
any
you don't
match.
think we'll beat Japan?
No, they won't beat Japan. You will see it. The Japanese win the game. They will do well because this team has a fundamental problem right from the World Cup. I watched the team, even in the Nations Cup. If you watch the Nations Cup, the WAFCON, they had a scoring problem.
In the WAFCON?
Chances. Yeah, even WAFCON, we had a scoring problem.
We scored goals in the WAFCON.
Watch when we play South Africa, the opening game.
I mean, South Africa is a good team now.
Yes, but you see, we have to also sometimes we have to critically look at our team and say, truly, we don't have clinical finishers. We have girls that can run, we have girls that can move a bit, but we actually don't have clinical finishers. We don't have it. That's what robbed us against England. We outplayed the English team, but put the ball in the net, very difficult. When we come in that final third, we don't have players that have composure on the ball. Just compose yourself on the ball and finish. If you watch any team that succeeds in women football, their front line, they have composure on the ball. The German team, the French, the Brazilian was Mata does not run around. She's 38. It's just composure, that ability to have, and that's what I was correct. I was amazed to see that with Oshola in this game. Oshola was the only person that when she holds the ball, she's a big player. She knows she's a big player. She's composed. Every time the ball came to her, I know people are saying, oh, she doesn't have first touch. The question I ask is that how many strikers in the world have a good first touch? You can't name more than 5. I mean, on the male side, not more than 5 top strikers can have first touch. Strikers are not really the first touch kind of people. If you see a striker with a very good first touch, is really world class. Someone like a Benzema. There are very few strikers in the world. Drogba didn't have a good first touch, but he could score. So strikers are not built to have that first touch. So Oshola, I think she played a very mature game. Maybe she was tired and they pulled her out.
All right, thank you very much. Sid, Abby Smith, you want to say something quickly?
I just want to say something to thanks for actually joining. I think it's unfair for you to this female football actually, and you expect things like this, to actually what happened, and when you're talking about comparing with Benzema and everything, I was like,
no, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying I was not happy that they were blaming Oshola that she needs to have a first touch. No, she's okay.
Yeah,
most strikers don't have the best first touch. So I think Oshola played perfectly. That's what I'm trying to say.
And you complain about us not scoring goals. I think we scored 3 against Australia at the World Cup, and if you look at the England game too, the major opportunity we had was we struck the bar, I think maybe twice or so. in that game against England, and poor finishes from a defender, which actually what Mikel Alozie. So, in my own opinion, I think I understand where you're coming from about this team not being complete. But I won't lie to you, these guys you see up front too, those girls you see up front, they're also proven goal scorers too in their club. So, we just hope that better luck next time. That's it.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you very much, Sid. Thank you for joining
Always.
and sharing your
Thanks.
thoughts. Always nice to hear from you. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
thanks.
we'll be back against Japan after we win, so that you can come and take your words
Yeah,
back.
we are beating
No
Japan right
worries,
in
no
time.
worries. I'll
All
give you
right.
your flowers.
All right, thank you. So yeah, thank you very much. If anybody still wants to call in, we have 5 more minutes to send the request, and then we can bring you on. Smith Liber, I want to ask you this question. Again, Nigerian fans, we're a very interesting bunch. Honestly, we're a very interesting bunch. When the group draws were done, oh, we have no chance. We will lose. We will lose. We will lose. They're not good enough. We will lose. Today, this morning, before the match, so many comments about how we will lose. We will lose. We're not good. We cannot beat Spain. Okay, now we've lost the match. Those same people are insulting the players. Oh, this one is useless. This one is that. If you already knew that they're not good enough, why are you now coming to insult them after the match? Why does that happen?
I think we're, like you said earlier, we're actually what very interesting bunch, and I think no matter how we win, some Nigerian fans will never be satisfied, and I can tell you that one for free. When Jose Pacero got to the final of the half cup, you remember? Hey, he didn't play well. He didn't play well. Okay, if some people play well, they lose. What's the purpose of playing well and you actually losing your game? So the issue I see here is that Nigeria, we are not content with what we have. In my own opinion, I don't know what you expect Randy Wardrum to do against Spain when you play against the world best team. You have to be conservative, you have to be organized, and you have to bank on when you have moments in the game to see what you can get out of the game. So, in my own opinion, when I saw comments, it makes me so sad that some of these people, maybe they don't even watch the game, or they have emotions. They watch with emotions. In my own opinion, I think that they did their best. Nobody gave them any chance, but I think they are not out yet. They are not out yet. This is a football match. Look at what happened to Brazil. I know that you sent a text to our group chat that they just beat Brazil. No, I never believed that would happen. Okay, which one is, if to say Nigeria and did the issue of Brazil today, they would have roasted. In fact, they would have used Randy Wardrum for Suya today. Because hey, losing 1-0, how come you lose? So, in my own opinion, I think that we need to respect our opponent. We need to know that these guys should put in their best, and let's wait for the final game against Japan on Wednesday and see, what to say again.
Okay, let's quickly see what people are saying in the comments. Let me see. So Olu says we struggle to score against a tough team. Adelatun says we need to invest in our female football. Edziko says the number one problem with all Nigerian teams, from local league to the various national teams, men and women, is ball retention skills. Olu says we scored 3 against Australia from loose balls. Ohale's goal was not a loose ball. Oshwala's goal, you want to call it loose ball, but she applied pressure on the defender and forced the defender into an error. It's very easy to make comments like this and discredit the effort of the players. I don't agree with your comments. Don't Quit says Chinwendu is a no for me in terms of striker. When she was on her 17, she doesn't score. I find it laughable that you want to talk about the player talking about when she was on her 17. Like, it's just, again, I literally always beg Nigerian fans that football doesn't revolve around the national team alone. Ihezuo scores goals for her club. She scores goals. She was one of Nigeria's finest strikers before she got injured. If she didn't get injured, she would have been at the World Cup. A lot of people won't follow, don't watch, don't know. Even then, Randy kept on talking about how he was missing a quality player in her. Since 2022, in fact, she got a serious injury, so she was out for some time. Then she moved to Mexico. She started scoring goals. And she came back to her best. Fit scoring goals. Yes, she didn't score the chance today. But, bruv, I don't understand how, that is a chance that, all of a sudden now she is such a useless player. she cannot play for the national team again. No, like the chance again, the one against Brazil too. I don't understand how that is the chance that people use to crucify a player. I genuinely do not understand it. Sometimes I feel like our fans are, the way we judge football players. If only we judged ourselves that like that, our country would be such a great country. But when it comes to football players, everybody is so critical. I genuinely don't understand it, and maybe to some people they might say it's an excuse. But for me, I just like to be objective and I like to be realistic when I'm talking about these things. I watch a lot of women's football. I watch these players at club level almost every week. At least I'm watching one or two Nigerian women's players. And there's reason why they're in the team. There's reason why they're part of this team. It's not just because somebody said politics. I'm like, politics for what? But yeah. Daniel says, please, we need to leave Wardrum to build this team at least 2 years, then we can finish in Final Four in the World Tournament. Thank you. Ola makes a good point. He said, how many backroom staff do we have compared to those world powers? In Nigeria, fitness coach is doubling as assistant coach. The woman that is there, all due respect to her job is to help the bench players to warm up. She's not offering any tactical advice, any tactical inputs. It's just there to help the players warm up. Randy's right hand, that old American woman, NFL vexed with her. They did not allow her be in the squad, be part of the team again. So Randy is literally doing this job almost by himself.
Yes.
But people want to come and talk and want to come and criticize. If we had the same level of training, organization, facilities, resources, everything that Spain had, and then we can't compete against them, I would even understand it better. But I think people need to be realistic. You didn't believe in them before. Then all of a sudden you want to come and insult them. They are so bad. They are so this. I don't understand it. And some people talk about how we were scoring goals, we were this, we were that. Again, Randy Waldrum, the one fault that I will fault him was the WAFCON. Okay, he didn't win the WAFCON. I completely understand. We didn't win the WAFCON. Fair to criticize. World Cup, he took us to the knockout rounds of the World Cup. People will talk about how, we've reached the quarterfinal before. We reached quarterfinal when there was no round of 16. It's not even as if we won our group or something and reached quarterfinal. We were literally bad in our group, but because of the minimal number of teams in that tournament, we reached quarterfinal. That's what people want to use to talk. But we lost narrowly against England. Again, we didn't qualify for the Olympics for 16 years. Randy Wardrum took us to the Olympics. But people will talk about how, we were doing this before him, we're doing that before him. I genuinely sometimes find it a bit funny. But yeah, Charles says, LOL, my guy, stop capping for these girls. She missed 3 glorious chances in 2 losses. That's the truth. She did not deliver when counted. Again, she missed again, see, if Haaland misses a chance, people don't complain. Or does he not miss chances? Does Ronaldo not miss chances? Does Messi not miss chances? The chance against Brazil, glorious chance, but realistically, it was not an easy chance. The goalkeeper made a fantastic save. The one today, for crying out loud, I don't understand how that one today is something that people are talking about, glorious chance that she missed. The game just ended. I've not watched it back. So maybe I'll go back and watch it. But when I watched that chance in real time, I'm like, okay, yeah, she could have done better. But that's not a chance that I'm like, oh man, how can she not score that? It's a tight angle, maybe she could have placed it to the right very much, but there was pressure on her. The defender was right at her back. She didn't have time to adjust ball or anything. She struck it on target, which is frankly one of the most important things to do. But yeah, so Charles, I would disagree with you. I'm not capping for anybody. I don't think it was that easy. If you even like Ajibade's chance was much easier. So sometimes it's like, how are we picking on Yezu, but we're not picking on Ajibade? And I'm not saying we should pick on Ajibade, but man, I don't understand how it's Yezu's zone that is making everybody run mad. Because Ajibade's zone, no pressure. Oshoala rolled the ball back to her inside the box. She blasted it over. Yezu's zone, she had to chase the ball, get there, pressure on her from the defender, tight angle. But that's the glorious chance that she should have scored. Man, I don't know. Somebody is telling me fact check her performance on her 2017. I don't care what she did at under 20. I frankly do not care. Like, what did Boniface do at under 20? What was he doing today? Like, I don't care what happened at under 20. Like, I mean, how many years ago was that? But yeah, we have two more people to bring on. Okay, one more person, the other person left, and then we'll wrap up for today. We've already gone over 90 minutes. But yes, Adedakpo, thank you for joining.
Hey, IoT Smith, I really thank you. I appreciate you guys for what you are doing. Kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
You've said everything. I was just amused with some people's comments, but it's not everybody is. I'm not trying to abuse anybody or castigate, and not everybody knows about football, and not everybody have played the game. The thing is that I was on other platform, and somebody was saying Wardrop is the worst Super Falcons coach we've ever had, and I was like, man, this man has assembled the best Super Falcon we've ever had since the inception of we playing women football. This guy has done a great job trying to mold this team. And I know if this guy is still on this job, he's going to take this team to a better height. See, in the group where we are, we're playing teams that are within the first to 10 range in the world. And especially the number one in the world, the World Cup winner. We're playing Spain, and some people are saying, "Oh, the tactics Wardrop use is not good. We are defending and blah blah blah." And I was like, these people, this Spanish team, they play tiki taka, and we can't play them. How many passes can we put together against those people? Then two, we thank God for the kind of midfielder we have, that they really put in their best, that they really contain this onslaught of the Spanish. I was with you yesterday when you were mentioning those four players yesterday, that they're gonna be the problem, they're gonna give us issue. Fine. The best tactics we could use and that we could profile for this game was what drop use. It's just to soak the pressure, then we look for a counter attack and we score. But I think that was we will have done better with those chances that we had, like you said, because I didn't think we took those chances, we wouldn't have been saying what we're saying. Probably the wings of those Spanish will have been cut a little bit, and they won't have the wherewithal to put things together and still win the game. I think what really happened was the same thing that happened against Brazil, and we didn't really take the one or two chances we had. But going forward, like you said, these are the best players we could put together, and I really appreciate what these girls put up today, and even at the first match, we're playing against the top teams in the world, and they really put in their best. We are patriotic. We want them to win, but for today, couldn't just happen. And I think on a good day we can. I think if we put our chances together, we'll have even defeated Brazil and even defeat Spain today. And I'm still trusting them that they can do something against Japan, and which I know they can, and they will.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. I mean, I'm also hoping and believing that they can get a positive result against Japan. We need to win by at least 2 goals for us to be able to get into the knockout round. But yes, thank you, Mr. Adelakpo. Thank you for joining and sharing your
Thank you.
thoughts.
It's a pleasure.
And yes, thank you to everyone that has tuned in, that has watched. If you're on YouTube, please, before you go, just make sure you like the video. We can do a lot better. Over 140 people watching, only 62 likes. Please just like the video if you are watching on YouTube. It helps to send a signal that we're doing a good job. So yes, overall, a tough defeat for us, a painful defeat. We tried, we huffed and we puffed, but unfortunately, we just couldn't get the ball into the back of the net. Scoring goals seems to be an issue for us. I hope that is something that we are able to fix in the near future. Near future, meaning in 3 days' time, because we need to beat Japan by at least 2 goals. But I implore everybody, man, let's calm down. Let's stop being overreactionary. If you know that you only watch these players when Super Falcons are playing, then you're not really in a position to be judging players and be talking about what they can do or what they cannot do. Again, anybody can have a bad game. Ajibade, who we trust so much, today did not take her chance. Chiamaka, who we trust so much, today she lets the goal in. What normally she would save. So anybody can make an error. Anybody can have a bad game. If you don't watch these players week in, week out, or at least every other week or every month, then you're not in a position to make judgment on players. For people that think that the coach is not doing a good job, again, if you don't have full knowledge of women's football, you might think so. But then when you're playing against a team like Spain, you're playing against a team like England at the World Cup, again, a team like Brazil in the first match, I think the coach has set his team up quite well. Certain players did not come to the party on the first day. Certain players did not take their chances today. That's what I will say. But please, everybody should keep supporting the girls. They need your support. They need your support. They've shown that they can compete with the best of the best. We are just lacking that cutting edge to be able to take us over the line. We are just lacking that cutting edge to be able to make us victorious against these top teams. And I believe that they will get there. But it is not time for we the fans to turn on them. It is not time for we the fans to stop believing in them. These players are giving their all with very minimal resources. They don't have assistant coaches. They don't have match analysts. They don't have all these things. But they still try their hardest to put up good fights. Let's support the girls, man. Let's calm down and support the girls. Let's calm down and support the girls. I know we're Nigerians. Perfection is the only thing that we ever want. But please, sometimes, let us be realistic. These things are not easy to do. But yeah, we'll be back again in 3 days. I believe, yeah, on the 31st, I believe it's in 3 days' time that we're playing against Japan. I hope that all of you will be rooting the girls on for that game. I know that they will be excited. They'll be up for it. They will give everything. And hopefully they can take their chances and we can get a positive result. But yes, until next time, my name is Ayoti. This is Eagle Striker, the home of Nigerian football. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.